A gruesome day is probably the best way to describe yesterday, with the pictures that we saw in court of Riva Steenkamp's head pretty much blown away, some parts of it. On social media, it caused a bit of an uproar. Some of the things people are saying is that Oscar Pistorius, we can't see his face on the stand, but we can see pictures of Riva's head blown away in court, splashed all over the world's media. What's the take on that from courtside?
Well, Eben, I can certainly tell you, once those pictures were being beamed inside court, there was really a very tense atmosphere, and when we really got to see the reaction from Oscar Pistorius and the two concerned families, the Pistoriuses and the Steenkamps, as well as the media, lots of gasps from inside the courtroom as those pictures were being shown. And this is so significant, Eben, because for the very first time, usually, once we're inside court, you're able to report on what you're hearing and seeing inside court. But now these pictures are being beamed around the world. Everybody has seen those graphic pictures of Riva Steenkamp's head. Some of the media, I understand, have chosen not to show those pictures because of the graphic nature. That's when we saw Oscar Pistorius as well lashing out, if I may, at the state prosecutor, Gerrie Nel, saying that he doesn't want to be tormented. He does not want to see those pictures. He was there on that day when he touched Riva Steenkamp's head. You could see her head covered in blood, and basically Gerrie Nel trying to drive through the point that the bullet that Oscar Pistorius used did exactly that to Riva Steenkamp. You did mention already that he got Oscar Pistorius to admit verbally this time that he shot and killed Riva Steenkamp, and he certainly did that. And by introducing this picture, wanting to show Oscar Pistorius exactly what he did, trying to break Oscar Pistorius to get him to possibly tell the truth about what happened on that Valentine's Day. So really, also from outside the courtroom, I understand from some of the journalists who were gathering and doing live crossings outside that there was quite loud screams outside the court as those pictures were being watched, because some of the outside broadcast vans have also got cameras and television screens, and they're able to monitor the proceedings from outside the court as well. So absolutely shocking what everybody had witnessed yesterday. And we saw for the first time Riva Steenkamp's cousin Kim Martins, who is from Cape Town. She's been up and down Cape Town and Pretoria, coming here to Pretoria, of course, to listen in on what's taking place during the trial, and she yesterday breaking down and unable to speak.
Griselda, today I suppose it's more of the same from Gerrie Nel, but it seems that the intent today would be to try and flick that temper switch that everyone's talking about, that Oscar's got this very hot temper. Would that be the strategy that we should be on the lookout for today?
Well, basically, some of the critical questions that I think Gerrie Nel will start quizzing Oscar Pistorius on today is why, if he says then, you would recall yesterday during the cross-examination when Gerrie Nel asked Oscar Pistorius what was his intention when he fired through that door, and Oscar Pistorius really couldn't give a straight answer. He kept on saying that what he did on that day was an accident, and he did not intend to shoot through that door when he thought there was a burglar inside the toilet. So now Gerrie Nel would want to quiz Oscar Pistorius on if he says it was an accident, if he says he did not intend to shoot, then why did he shoot through the bathroom door 4 times? If you shoot through the door 4 times, Gerrie Nel would want to then insinuate, if you shoot 4 times, you have an intention to kill whoever is behind that bathroom door, because had he shot once, then perhaps it might be some kind of warning to show your seriousness of wanting to get an intruder out of the bathroom. So certainly that might dominate. You will continue with that kind of cross-examination. He's certainly been going for the jugular and will quiz Oscar Pistorius on some of the testimony that he did, to try and show that Oscar Pistorius might be lying about his version of events of that day.
Finally, I wanted to ask you about June Steenkamp. I was trawling the websites this morning, and she's just done an interview with the Daily Mirror in the UK. where she talks about Oscar as the devil and that the kind of anger that she's feeling towards him. Has anything else come out other than these couple of last statements that she's been saying? And what's been her demeanor, really?
Well, June Steenkamp often evades the media as she walks inside court. She doesn't use the entrance that you see here towards my left. Usually she arrives with the family and uses another entrance, of course, to try and avoid the hundreds of media that are here behind me who are trying to get pictures of her. But inside court, she consistently remains stony-faced and looks at Oscar Pistorius directly as he is speaking in the witness box. And she's basically been avoiding the media outside court and has not done any interviews with South African media at this point. Family is refusing to comment. You would recall the last that the SABC spoke to the family was when Kim Martin, her cousin, gave the SABC an exclusive interview where she expressed the family's hurt. But that's the last that we've heard of June Steenkamp. But you can certainly see she's a mother who is in pain. I don't think any mother would want to see the graphic images that June Steenkamp has been looking at inside court. But we understand she had been warned that those pictures would be beamed inside court. But obviously the way that she handles it, I don't think anybody could be prepared for that. There's Oscar Pistorius, as you see right now, arriving inside. Let me just get out of this shot, Eben. There he is putting his jacket on, walking inside court with 3 men. You see the media there. Quite disciplined this morning, Eben, getting shots of Oscar Pistorius. Usually Oscar Pistorius, if I might add, walks from the area towards my left, from the chambers, but today I see this vehicle has brought him here today. He's already walked inside court. Definitely a day again where he will face intense scrutiny at the hands of the state prosecutor, Gerrie Nel.
Thank you very much, Griselda Lewis, taking Oscar Pistorius right into court there, as we do every morning.